Microvision technical analysis, fundamental statistics, the long-term reviewing micro positions and the price target, starting off the price action. For those of you who were wondering why I sold out on Wednesday, it's precisely to avoid the blood in the streets that you unlucky shareholders had to incur. Okay, enough bragging. Okay, I got out of my system. I'm sorry. Nothing against holding long-term. Holding long-term is amazing. I do that with every single stock that I own, except when there are very clear technicals. When I see like a 90+% chance that it's going to be, whatever I think it's going to be, then I will take action on that trade based on what I'm seeing. I took action. I sold some here. I sold a third here, and the last third up here. Re-entered lower, 16.5. That's my average. I was expecting a bounce off this ascending level of support right here, that if we actually go on the 4-hourly chart, it likes to respect this level. It has all the way since the 22nd and freaking December of last year, acted as resistance, acted as perfect. Look at this perfect validation here. That's what you want to see as far as levels that you think are going to be, levels that you want to enter on and play the stock with, right? You want to see extremely validated, clean touch points and bounces and rejections off those levels. And we have those with this stock, Microvision. The NASDAQ was going like this, and Microvision, just crashing, just burning, blood in the street. I'm sorry for all your share. I'm not going to be, I can't be too sorry. We're still looking very good compared to where we were at the open before the Microsoft deal, right? We're still looking very good. I'll take $15 a share compared to 12 any day. All right. But this was a crazy sell-off. I did not expect this to happen, especially after we got the bounce off this level and the NASDAQ just kept rising. And then we just kept bleeding. Very, very weird behavior. There's not really much there's not much explanation for this. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to say institutional, institutional shorting, they're becoming more bearish on the deal. They don't think Microsoft's actually going to be buying. They don't think Microvision is going to be supplying Microvision. They don't think MVIS is going to be supplying Microsoft as much as they initially thought. Maybe something like that. But call it whatever you will. We were bleeding today, and right now, in my opinion, as far as the future goes, okay, enough about the past. Everyone wants to know about the future. In my opinion, this is a great entry point. If you have to be careful here, because there's two things you have to be careful about. We are hugging this 50% retracement level, and when I say 50% retracement, I mean this Fibonacci retracement level and this Fibonacci retracement level. That is a sign. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is, right? We have two 50% retracement levels literally at the same level. They're literally intersecting, right? But we do technically have a descending triangle, a bearish pattern. And if we draw up the price target based on this descending triangle is technically $12 lower than when we opened before the Microsoft deal. And obviously this would make no sense, but we have a descending triangle. We have a kind of bearish price action in regards to how it's been interacting with the support levels. That's two bearish things. And we also have another bearish thing, which is the worst news of all. The NASDAQ has been rallying a ton, and you may think, wow, this power hour is actually really bullish. We just got the jobs report. We got some other bullish stuff in the news that I'm forgetting right now. We should be looking good. But guys, like it or not, the NASDAQ is doing great right now. It's getting more overbought. Then every time the NASDAQ goes up, it gets more overbought, and it gets more people thinking, okay, should I start taking profits now? I'm getting scared, right? That's how it works. When things start going up, more people start wanting to take profits. When things go down, more people start wanting to buy the dip. As it goes down, more people will be wanting to do that. Same thing with going up, but obviously, okay, if that makes sense. But with all that being said, okay, let's be honest. This price target is not coming to fruition, in my opinion, unless the NASDAQ it crashes again, which of course can happen. But if we look at the daily, I want to show you some other indicators to give us a more macroscopic idea. There's not really a there's not really a formation here, except we kind of have we have a rough George W here. I mean, we have George W folks a little bit. This is the start of the W, right? Come up here and then kind of like that. That's kind of what we're looking. And obviously, once we break that little resistance line right here, and it is a perfect resistance touch point right here, basically the support line, obviously not really at all. But if you look at it right here, this candlewick right here was kind of caused by the market. So if you look at it, we kind of have a not perfect, because this 50%, this was caused by news, obviously, but still, we do have a George W here. This is a double bottom, roughly, and this is a bullish chart pattern, and once we break out of here, The price target is going to be way up here. All-time highs. Not all-time highs. This stock used to be worth freaking, let's see, $500, okay? But nonetheless, a bullish chart pattern is what we have macroscopically. Now, looking at the daily indicators, I want to show you some things. Bollinger Bands on the daily. So middle Bollinger Band is now trading at 1509. We are currently trading at 1554. This is actually more bullish than you think, because if we zoom in here, we got supported basically perfectly by that middle Bollinger Band. So if we were to see any more dippage, get an entry point on that middle Bollinger Band. Currently trading at 1509. I'm getting it right up here. That's where you can see it right there. That's a good entry point. The Bollinger Bands act as support and resistance levels. Looking at the moving averages, I want to look at the exponential moving average and the regular moving averages. We have all the golden crosses you could want. We basically have everything that you could want. Do we have everyone? Wait, let me see. 13, 15, 21. Okay, no. So technically, you would want to see the 15-day moving average below the 13-day. But everything else, all the macroscopic ones, the two most important ones, the 200-day EMA, the 55, and the 200 and the 15, those are completely bullish. Golden crosses everywhere. And we almost have everything right where you want it to be. You want to have the lower moving averages closer to the price action and the lower, as in lower day amounts. And you want to have the high day amounts like the 200 and 55. You want to have those ones below it, and you want it to be consistent with that. And we almost have that perfectly, except the 15-day moving average is above the 13. But anyways, it's looking bullish there. Let's look at the MACD and the relative strength index. Relative strength index on the daily, 451.25. So this is bullish, all right? Yes, we had a 50% run-up day, but we just cooled down a crazy amount, right? We went from being 58 to 51 on the RSI on the daily. That's pretty, we totally have plenty of room to go. And remember, with microvision, you can be at 70 on the RSI and have a 400% return. Usually you don't want to buy in there, but with microvision, it's such a crazy, awesome company, in my opinion, that, also in the past, obviously past is not necessarily indicative of what's going to happen in the future, but it's something to look at nonetheless. So we've got plenty of room to run, indicated to me by the RSI. If we look at the MACD, I want to look at the MACD on the daily. Zoom in here. We are about to get that bullish confirmation and the cross over the signal line. The MACD line is going to cross over the blue line, right? Orange over the blue. That is going to represent some bullish momentum for the stock. That is a bullish confirmation and a buy signal. So that is what we're looking at as far as the indicators. Now, as far as actual entry points, right now, in my opinion, you guys already know, long term, anything is good with microvision, because this is one of the companies that has a huge chance to literally be one of the companies that is going to continue to change the world, and the technology that we use, microvision is going to have a chance to change that and capitalize off of innovation in the technology sector over the next decades and centuries even maybe. Okay, centuries is a little hard to say, right? I'm not even going to be alive in a century, right? None of us are, I assume, unless you're going to live to be 200 years old. Okay, that would be cool, I guess, maybe. But this is going to be a company that changes the world. So because of that, anything, in my opinion, of course, I can be wrong, I can get delisted tomorrow, but this is a fine entry point right now, long term. If you want a really auspicious entry point, in my opinion, short term, watch the NASDAQ. Be careful of the NASDAQ. NASDAQ can screw us all, but if the NASDAQ goes like this or goes like this, this is a fine entry point on this 50% retracement level sitting at $15.48. Watch this descending triangle play out in the pre-market. Watch for a gap up. If we get a gap up, confirming this as the new support, yeah, I would not be surprised if we go up and go all the way up to 1662 and this ascending level right here. That can certainly happen. Also, I want to talk about this ascending level of support if we go to the 4-hourly. As long as we stay, in my opinion, now, of course, this is just a little idea here. This is not concrete technical analysis law, right? But this ascending level of support that we have been forming since last year in December, early December, since we started hitting that, since we started bouncing off that, that's when the uptrend started. And right now, we basically haven't really went below that, except we did go a little below it, but this is really weird price action. I don't know how to explain how it dipped below this, but as long as we're above this, we are likely to be seeing an uptrend roughly over the long term, because since we've been above it, we've always been macroscopically rising. Like, look at this. Okay, we're just forming higher lows. This ascending support line ensures that. We've not been forming higher highs necessarily comparatively to, 52-week highs here, 24.18. That would be nice if we were trading there, wouldn't it? But we are still trading at higher. We've still been making higher lows. So getting in on this ascending level. If we dip there, $13K, very unlikely in my opinion, very unlikely. But if we do, that is an amazing entry point. And just take away this, okay? If you're going to take away one thing from this technical analysis segment, a great company long term. Getting in right now at its current price on this 50% retracement level, that's fine. If you can get in lower, that's great. Preferably, if you can catch it here, I doubt it. But if we do, this is when I personally will be doubling down and averaging down on my position if we touch this ascending level of support right here. Intellectual property for Microvision. Take a look at their patent portfolio. They've got a ton of things. They got the LiDAR technology. Okay, I just want to implore you, if you want to invest in this company, go to their technology page on their website. Go to their investors page, go to their press releases, go read all this crap. Okay, corporate governance. Man, that sounds boring as heck. Committee composition? Really, Brandon? Oh, my head is already going to explode with all this crap. Digital AAC, ASIC designs, GDS files, module electronics design. What the? Brandon, my head's going to explode. Okay. Just go and do what you can. Go read, go do the deep dives, go down the rabbit holes, and go find out what all this technology means. But what I want you to take away from this, the number one reason why I personally am investing in this company is because of LiDAR sensing and LiDAR technology. The autonomous vehicle advantage that LiDAR gives you is huge, in my opinion. Tesla, Elon Musk, hey, yeah, say what you want. He doesn't like LiDAR, whatever. I'm not calling a Tesla buyout. I'm not calling that, but what I will say is that LiDAR can aid the process of autonomous vehicle development in a huge way and in an efficient and worthwhile way to someone with a lot of cash on hand. You know, Microvision's market cap is not insane to someone like Apple, GM, Tesla, Google even, okay? I'm not even aware about the whole Google rumors, but we're going to get to that in a little bit right here. But just go to their website, go read about this stuff, go learn about this stuff. They got a ton of technology. Why I am mainly invested in it is a LiDAR. You can go on here and find something else completely different and be like, okay, Brandon, you're an idiot. This thing is way better. They've got so many things in here. It's like, take your pick. Take your pick, which one you want. Okay, next up. Microvision have enough cash for negotiations and activate hire. Okay, this is from the Reddit. I did not make this. Okay, this is really cool. I wish I made this. But this is just some different routes that Microvision can go. Strategic partnerships, LiDAR, virtual retinal display, possibility of buyout. Okay, big tech, Microsoft, Google, Apple, Amazon, and they've got some reasoning here. Look at this. Okay, has good history with Microvision. Google, partner with Ford on friendly terms with Microvision board. Apple. Okay, you can go through the whole deal. Automotive original engineering manufacturers. Okay, Ford, Volkswagen, Tesla. Okay, they don't even have any for Tesla because they don't want to be too speculative. Okay, I'm more bullish on the Tesla buyout chances than most other people are. Actually, it seems like it, based on this person's little, they literally just leave Tesla blank and all the other ones they have things for. But guys, these are just some reasons why Microvision. If a buyout happens, it could be a 2x, it could be a 5x, it could be a 10x. Okay, 10x, depending on how lucrative the deal is. Okay, a 10x might be a little too optimistic, honestly. But I mean, just imagine what would happen if Tesla said they were going to buy out Microvision for a really nice price. Okay, and pair that with like some LiDAR. Oh my gosh, I mean that. The technology in this company gives it almost more upside than even BioNano at this point. Although that's a little debatable with optical genome mapping, there's a ton of possibility there. But Microvision, 1,000 possibilities, high risk, high reward. Really, honestly, low risk, high reward in this point, in my opinion. But this is the news that everyone was that sent the stock price that high. Army eyes the future. Okay, Microsoft landed a $22 billion almost contract for headsets. Microvision is going to be supplying Microsoft. It is thought of they're going to be supplying them with a lot of the HoloLens and the equipment for this. So that is what actually sent it that high. Due diligence. I'll link this for you. This is what you need to know about the company. Go do a deep dive. Look how long this is. Okay, you literally spent hours reading this. Okay, literally take some notes as well if you want to get really deep into it. But that's the due diligence. Insider ownership, 3%. Slightly bearish. It used to be a lot higher than this. I'm not worried about this though because I'm not investing in the company because insiders are. I'm invested in the company because of what they're doing. And guys, don't demonize insiders for selling a little bit because if you're an insider, you're trying to make money as well. Okay, do you think an insider is just there to hold their shares to get forever? If you were an insider and you bought shares all the way down here, or if you bought shares all the way up here, but you got it at a 15% discount, I don't even know what the discounts are. I know you can get a 15% discount, maybe more, maybe less at some companies. I don't know for Microvision. I don't even know if they offer discounts for stock, but imagine if you got in back here, okay? Why wouldn't you take some profits? Why wouldn't you go and buy your family a nice house and get rid of your financial troubles, right? So you can't tell me that insider ownership is like crazy bearish when a couple percentages decrease. But of course, we like to see high insider ownership, and it is a very important statistic, but still slightly bullish. I mean, slightly bearish. Excuse me. I'm so used to saying bullish because all the companies we look at has high insider ownership usually. Not always. Not with BioNano. But nonetheless, slightly bearish, but nothing to worry about, in my opinion. That's just me, though. Institutional ownership, fairly high, slightly bullish. Okay, I don't care about institutional ownership, but this is, slightly bullish, I guess. I guess this would be really bullish because this is really high. But again, I don't care about institutions. I care about insiders. I barely care about institutions, what they're doing, because they are stupid most of the time. A lot of them are very retarded, in my opinion. Taking a look at my current positions. Okay, nothing new here, nothing new. Markets closed today. This is boring as heck, right? These days suck when markets close, right? If you don't have anything else to do. But these are my current positions. There you go. Full transparency. No one else on YouTube does this. You are welcome, my friends. You are welcome. Relevant information in regards to the titles finished now website. Let's just check out the website real quick. Let's just check it out. Let's see what we're looking with. Let's see what we're looking with, okay? Looking at auspiciousbusiness.com. Okay, let's type this in here. Ooh, wow. This looks pretty sweet, man. It's got all the links, everything right there. Man, let's scroll down here. Oh, beginner information. That's awesome. Okay, auspicious resources and communities. Man, YouTube channel, subreddit. Man, this guy's got everything for me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that picture. So handsome. Wow. Wow. CEO and founder. This guy seems like a freaking legend. Man. Man. Oh, I can contact his email right there. All his socials linked, everything. Oh my gosh. And that's only one page. Oh my gosh. There's so many pages. This is awesome. Okay, I think it's pretty cool. All right, go check it out if you want. Merch is coming soon, though. If you're gonna check the website out only once and you're only gonna have that attention span of like one check, wait until the merch is done though, because I want you to actually get a chance to actually get some value and get some very cheap shirts. I'm literally barely making any profit when actually selling the merchandise, but I want you guys to be able to afford it. It's high quality. The designs are freaking awesome. I'm ordering. I have my samples on the way. I just want to make sure the artwork prints correctly and it looks freaking sweet, so then I can start selling it to you guys. And it's awesome. Also, keep in mind, I'm a YouTube newbie, okay? If there's mistakes in editing and I leave myself in here just staring at the screen for like 10 seconds, okay? I don't think I've done that yet, to my knowledge, but I don't even have the time to watch every video in full before I post it. Literally, if I did that, I would not have time to get so many videos out. But yeah, just keep this in mind and let me know if there's some sort of mistake in the video so I can just go back in and learn from it. But yeah, I'm a YouTube newbie. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting much better, as you can see. I mean, I guess the channel looks pretty professional now. But yeah, I'm ranting. This is not financial advice. Anyways, thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all in the next one.